Reconciling attendance is the process of correcting attendance records when new information becomes available. Maybe a teacher marked a student absent because they weren't aware of a medical appointment. Perhaps a parent contacted the school several days later to explain an absence. Or maybe attendance was simply entered incorrectly and needs to be corrected. Whatever the reason, the attendance record no longer reflects reality, and reconciliation is the process of making it accurate. In Orah, there are 4 ways to reconcile attendance. The newly launched Daily Reconciliation screen. It shows everything you need under one window: who is absent, who is late, who is on a pass, allowing you to reconcile everything within the same screen. Group records, for correcting attendance for multiple students within the same class. Student records, for correcting attendance for an individual student. Passes, for excusing absences across multiple classes, entire days, multiple students, future absences, or retroactive attendance corrections. The key is choosing the right tool for the situation. Single screen for everyday daily attendance update, daily reconciliation. Multiple students, same class, use group records. One student, one class, use student records. One or more students across multiple classes or dates, use passes. We have a separate video on daily reconciliation screen that you can watch after this. In this video, we'll cover the remaining 3 attendance reconciliation ways. Before we look at each reconciliation method, it's important to understand the role of reasons. Every attendance code and pass type can have a default reason associated with it. For example, medical may default to absent excused. Late arrival may default to absent unexcused. Whenever you're reconciling attendance, always verify that the reason is correct. You'll automatically see the default reason that's associated with the attendance code or pass type you've selected, but you're free to change it whenever necessary. Reasons are important because they provide the context behind the attendance record and determine how attendance data is categorized and reported in your SIS. Whether you're updating attendance through group records, student records, or passes, always confirm that the correct reason is applied before saving.
When multiple students in the same class need attendance corrections, group records is usually the fastest option. Open group records and locate the class session you want to review. You can access classes from today, yesterday, or any historical date. Find any completed class by using the filters and go back to a specific date from the calendar view. You can also search by the class name or the teacher's name from the search bar. Open the class you want to correct. Click on 3 dots at the top right corner to edit the records. From here, you can update attendance codes, adjust reasons, and reconcile attendance for all students in the class. After making your changes, save the attendance records, and Orah will immediately update the audit history and SIS synchronization queue. When attendance needs to be corrected for a single student, Student Records provides the most detailed view. Locate the student and expand their attendance record. Find the class that requires correction and click the Edit icon. Update the attendance code as needed. For example, absent unexcused to absent excused, absent to tardy. Review the reason that's automatically selected and change it if needed. You can also add a note documenting why the attendance record was changed. For example, parent provided doctor's note. Once saved, the attendance record updates immediately. The audit history records original attendance code, updated attendance code, original reason, updated reason, user who made the change, date and time of the update. For single class corrections, this is usually the quickest solution. One tip here is that you can use the filters to either search by student filters or records you are looking for. The filtering options provide you a variety of options to choose from, be it class attendance or daily attendance, and then allowing you to even select the codes you are looking for.
Attendance doesn't always get recorded correctly in the moment, and that's completely normal. A student comes back from an absence with a medical note 3 days later. A pass was saved with the wrong reason code. A time was entered as AM when it should have been PM. These things happen. Orah gives you one tool to handle all of it: the pass. Whether you're reconciling something that happened last week, planning ahead for a field trip next Thursday, or fixing a mistake on an existing record, the process is the same.
Let's walk through it. Head to Passes in your left navigation and click Create a Pass. Start by selecting your students. You can apply pass to an individual student or multiple students. You can search by name, select by tag, pull in an entire class from your SIS, or choose a group, a sports team, an advisory, a grade level. So whether you're covering one student's doctor's appointment or an entire athletic team's travel day, you're doing it in one pass. Next, choose your pass type, and this is important. Verify the reason code. The reason is what gets pushed to your SIS and what shows up in your reports and audit trail. If it's wrong here, it's wrong everywhere downstream. Take a moment to confirm it before moving on. Then set your start and end date and time. Be precise. Orah uses that window as the source of truth. Too wide, and you're excusing classes that shouldn't be. Too narrow, and you're leaving gaps. Update any additional fields as needed in the pass. Passes work both ways, forward and backward. If documentation arrives days after the absence, just set the start and end dates to when the absence actually occurred, even if it was last week. When you save, Orah goes back and applies the correct reason code to every class that falls within that window. No going class by class, no touching your SIS directly. It's done. This works for a single day or a multi-day absence. Just set the date range accordingly.
Planning ahead works exactly the same way. Just set the dates to the future. When that day arrives and a teacher takes attendance, the student already shows as excused. The teacher doesn't have to do a thing, and neither do you. For groups, a sports team heading to an away game, a class on a field trip, type the group name in the student search. Orah pulls in everyone assigned to that group. Deselect anyone who won't be going, add anyone outside the group if needed, set the reason, set the window, and save. Once you update all the details and save the pass, Orah figures out the timing automatically. If the dates are in the pass activates retroactively and applies coverage immediately. If the dates are in the future, it gets scheduled and kicks in when the time comes. And if you're applying it right now, the pass goes active instantly. Now let's look at how to edit a pass. Things don't always go exactly as planned. A student came back earlier than expected, a pass auto-ended at the wrong time, the wrong reason code was applied. Open the pass from your archive and make the correction directly. If the time window needs adjusting, say a student didn't return until 4 p.m., but the pass ended at 2 p.m., update the actual end time and save. Orah retroactively adjusts every class in that updated window. Classes now inside get covered, classes outside get uncovered. If the reason code was wrong, change it and save. Every class previously coded under the old reason is instantly updated to the new one. If you're on a SIS integration, those corrections flow there too. One thing to keep in mind, if you're editing a pass that's still active, changing the actual end time will close the pass immediately. Only do that if you're ready for it to end. For archived passes, editing is purely corrective, no change to pass status. Every change is timestamped. The full history of who changed what and when lives in the pass log, so nothing ever gets silently overwritten. So that's passes in Orah, one tool that handles everything from retroactive corrections to planned future absences, for one student or 100. Get the reason right, get the window right, save the pass. Orah takes care of the rest. And if anything ever needs fixing, the audit trail is always there. Now, this covers reconciling attendance via group records, making changes to a class, student records, making changes for an individual student, and passes, making changes for single student or multiple students over multiple classes or days in the past, or in the future, using start and end time and correct reason code. See you in the next video.